The inspiration for our current baseball project on the Apba Baseball Classics channel is based on Burt Randolph Sugar's book, Baseball's 50 Greatest Games. Today's iconic moment is Bob Gibson and Game 1 of the 1968 World Series between the Cardinals and Tigers, Gibby's 17 strikeout game. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian bringing to you Apba Baseball Classics with iconic moment number 9 in this project where we're hitting kind of the high spots of baseball history. Today, Bob Gibson and his 17 strikeout game in Game 1 of the 1968 World Series played in Busch Stadium, St. Louis. We had the introduction of the players. Let's play ball. Two great AC pitchers going against one another today, Denny McLain and Bob Gibson. Gibson is AC, XY modifier. Dick McCall steps into the box for Detroit. Here's the first roll of game 42 is a base on balls. And Dick McCall will take first. He is a F-16, no, D-21 Steeler. So he will not be a threat to go right away. Here is Mickey Stanley. One of the big changes in this World Series for the Detroit Tigers was they had three shortstops on the roster, all hit about 165. And Mel Smith took his center fielder, Mickey Stanley, and decided to move him to shortstop. He had never played shortstop before. And so here is Stanley, not playing center field, but playing short. 1-6 is a 28. It's a ground ball to the Cardinal shortstop, Del Maxwell, who tosses to second to retire McAuliffe at second. It's a fielder's choice. And now Stanley is the base runner at first base. Here is Al Kaline. Had a tremendous World Series, hit 375 in the 1968 World Series. 46. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Bob Gibson. 2 outs, and now the first baseman, Norm Cash. I think probably the funniest character on the Tigers roster in 1968. 42 is a 37 with a runner on first. There's a quick throw over to first, and Mickey Stanley is picked off by Bob Gibson. So there is Norm Cash left at the altar, and that's the end of the top of the first inning. No score. St. Louis coming to bat. Well, I said we had 2 AC pitchers. I had that wrong. Denny McLain is an AB pitcher. It doesn't get any better. 31 wins in 1968 with 6 losses, 1.96 earned run average. These 2 Apba sets are from different years. And I'm kind of wondering how Gibson could be a 1.12 ERA and be AC and McLain's AB. I guess they're considering all the extra wins for McLain. Anyway, Lou Brock steps into the box. Here's the pitch. 51 is an 11. Solid line drive in the right field, fielded by Iconi. Brock was on first. He is definitely a base stealing threat. In this project, we've taken some time talking about how to convert the old style Apple cards to the master game when you don't have the master ratings. And you could do that for base stealing. Each base stealer will need a letter grade and a SSN number or steal success number. Lou Brock on his card has 3 11s and 1 10, and that translates to a letter B. If you had 4 11s, it'd be a letter A stealing. So the letter B stealing, and then the success number is found by a chart that has the B numbers with the SSN number. B is 23 plus a roll of 1 die, and then you add that to 23. So let's roll one die. Okay, 6, so making him a 29. The Brox will be 29. You could Google on the internet just how to, you can go Google how to convert old style Apple cards to the master game, and that will come up, those charts to do that. Or I included those in a few of my games about a week and a half ago or a week ago, or you can hit pause and copy those. All right, so we figured out the Brock is a B29 and McLean is move the first is +1, and don't forget him was a good catcher. His throwing is +4, so take 5 off that. B24. Brock's chance to be safe if he decides to go is 11 through 46, about a 2/3 chance here against a good defense. There he goes. Here's a throw from Bill Freehand. 64. He is caught stealing. Flood's right-handed better, so 2-4. Attack applied by Dick McAuliffe. That clears the bases, and now there's one out with the Cardinals. Kurt Flood. 2-2 for Flood. That's a base hit for Flood. So the Cardinals start out with 2 base hits against a man who is really tough to hit, has a good fastball and a darn near unhittable curveball. Brings up Roger Maris, 1 out, 1 on. 44 is a 7 again for St. Louis. But that AB rating is going to turn that into a 27 print result, which has an X. And McLean has the X strikeout modifier, so Roger Maris goes down caught looking. 2 outs. Cardinals have had some great dice rolls, but nothing to show for it. Here is Cha-Cha Orlando Cepeda, 1967's league MVP. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That is put away by the center fielder Jim Northrup. And the Cardinals are down in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. 0-0. All right, we move to the top of the second inning. Norm Cash was up when Mickey Stanley got picked off first. So he will lead off the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Stormin' Norman Cash. 43 is a 29, a roller back to Bob Gibson. He's got it, flips it to first, 1 away. That brings up Willie Horton, one of my favorite players in the 1960s. Powerful hitter, swings on the right side. Hit 36 homers in 1968, 285 hitter. Also was a team leader. 2-6 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, second strikeout for Bob Gibson. That brings up Jim Northrup. 31 is a 9 against the AC pitcher. That's going to be a fly out to right field. Tigers are retired 1-2-3 in the top of the second. 0-0's the score. Tim McCarver leads off the bottom of the second inning for St. Louis. And I rolled a 3-3. That is a 7 against an AB pitcher. A base hit for St. Louis. That's a third hit off Denny McLean. McCarver is a fast runner at first. He's got 110. No 11s. So his steal ladder is not going to be very high. F. And that's pretty restrictive. He won't be able to steal. Here's Mike Shannon. 31 is a 9. And Shannon laces one to left field. That's another Cardinal hit. McCarver goes to second. Shannon is at first. It's the 4th Cardinal hit off the Tigers' ace. No runs yet to show for it, but they got first and second with nobody out. And Julio Javier, the second baseman. About a 280 hitter. Usually, well, I overstated that he had 260 in 1968. Not a lot of players hit 280 in the year of the pitcher, 1968. The American League only had one 300 hitter. That was Yastrzemski. Julio steps into the box, though, with a chance to do something. Here's a pitch to Javier, 44. That's another 7. I can't believe these rolls the Cardinals are getting. And even against a AB pitcher, that 7 is a base hit. That's going to score McCarver. And Shannon, a fast runner, goes to third. RBI for Julio Javier. Cardinals are on the board, 1-0. Shortstop Del Maxwell. I'll roll the dice over here on Gibson. Let's see, 1-6 is a 28. Infield is playing back for a double play, and that is a ground ball to a 6 shortstop. That's Mickey Stanley playing for his first time. It's going to be an out, 6-4 fielder's choice, and another run scores. Two to nothing Cardinals. Maxwell's at first. And that brings up the pitcher, Bob Gibson. He's just an outstanding athlete. He can hit a bit. He had 24 home runs in his career, including 2 in the World Series. Here's a pitch to Gibby. 64 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Cardinals have 2 runs in when they started the inning with 3 signals. Top of the order, and Lou Brock. 62 is a 9. And that will be a single, sending Maxwell to second. This is death by 1,000 pricks. 6 signals for the Cardinals. 2 runs are in. No extra base hits. Curt Flood. .32 is a 26th. Popped up on the infield. Dick McAuliffe waves his arms and calls for it and makes the catch. That's the 3rd out. But the Cardinals on 4 hits in the 2nd inning scored 2 runs. St. Louis 2 and Detroit 0. For the top of the 3rd, it'll be the bottom of the Tiger order. Bill Freehan, Don Wirt, and Denny McClain. 45 is a base on balls to the Tiger catcher, Bill Freehan. 2nd Detroit base runner by way of walk. The first one got picked off. Actually, he was retired on the fielder's choice, and then that runner was picked off. Don Wirt, the 8th place hitter. 45, 2 balls and no strikes. Gibson has the Z modifier. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to shortstop. That's going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. Retiring Freehan. And now Don Wirt is running at first base. Average speed. There's the pitcher, Denny McClain. Man of many interests. He could play the organ and had some weird financial ideas that did not endear him to his teammates. 1-6. 28 is a ground ball to shortstop as well. That's a fielder's choice. 6-4. 2 outs. Top of the order, Dick McAuliffe. McAuliffe had a very unorthodox batting style, held the bat far from his body, and faced the pitcher with a very open stance. 3-3 roll for McAuliffe. He's got some power. That's a 0. And let's see what this is. 42 is a 2. That's going to be a triple for Dick McAuliffe. McLean will have to run the bases. He scores. Tigers cut the lead in half. Cardinals 2, Tigers 1. First hit for Detroit. Here is Mickey Stanley, the shortstop. Gibson peers in for the sign. Here's the line, here's the stretch and the pitch. 46. 32 is a fly out to the right fielder, Roger Maris. And that ends the top of the third, but the Tigers get on the board. St. Louis 2, Detroit 1. 2-1 was the final score of the actual Game 1 of the 68 World Series. There's a pitch to Roger Maris. Base is clear for the Cardinals, 63. Fly to right field. That is Al Kaline, probably the best right fielder in the game in the 1960s. He makes the catch. 1 down. Maris was a good right fielder himself defensively. He didn't have Kaline's arm. Here's the pitch to Orlando Cepeda. 54, another fly to Kaline. Don't keep hitting the ball to him. He'll catch it. 2 outs. Tim McCarver. 51 is an 8. And that's a fly to right field. So 3 fly balls to Al Kaline. And the Cardinals hit a brick wall in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 or 2-1 St. Louis. All right, here's a hard-working man, Al Kaline, coming to bat. Made all 3 outs in the last half inning. He will lead off the top of the fourth for the Tigers. Pitch from Bob Gibson to Kaline is a base on balls. Kaline, showing some patience, draws a third walk surrender by Bob Gibson. E24 stealing. Can't go till the, let's see, 6th inning. Here is Norm Cash. 24. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Gibby. Talk to anybody who was a contemporary with Bob Gibson, and the first thing they say about him is that he was the fiercest competitor of his day. Willie Horton, 22. Hit column roll for Willie Horton, and this could tie the game. Let's see. 42 is a 6, a double, and with 2 outs, there's only 1 out. The runner will score if he's fast. Let's see. I don't think Kaline is not fast, so it's going to be 2nd and 3rd. Kaline is stopped by his third base coach at third base. Horton's at 2nd. There's only 1 down. St. Louis will go ahead and play the infield in. Their lead is just a slim 1-run lead. They will try to stop this run at the plate. Jim Northrup. There's a stretch and a pitch to Northrup, 54. That's a fly ball to right field. Roger Maris will make the catch. We'll have to roll, see how deep this is. It's going to be deep. 56. Wipe out everything. That result had an X, and Bob Gibson has the X, so there ain't going to be no sacrifice fly. It's a strikeout. 4th strikeout for Gibson, and it couldn't have come at a better time. 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd. Here is Bill Freehand, a little dice on Gippy. 5 is an 8. And that 8 on an AC pitcher is a base hit, and Kaline will score. Horton will score. 2-run RBI single by Bill Freehand. 3-2 Tigers. Now third baseman Don Wart, a 200 hitter in 1968. 32 is a 26 ground ball to Julio Javier at second base. The throw over to Cepeda. That completes the top of the fourth inning, but a big inning for the Tigers. They score twice. The big blow, a double by Willie Horton, and then the single driving into 2 runs by Freehan. 3-2 Tigers over the Cardinals. All right, Denny McClain, who gave up 6 hits in the first 2 innings, has a new lease on life. Mike Shannon, Julio Javier, and Del Maxwell are the scheduled hitters in the bottom of the fourth inning. 55 is an 8. Fly ball to who else but out Kaline. That's 4 straight outs made by Kaline. Julio Javier from the Dominican Republic. He rolls a 5-2, 27. This one's an X, and that's a strikeout. Caught looking. McClain gets him on a curveball that hits the dirt, or hits the strike zone, not the dirt. Cody Maxwell. Otherwise known as Dell. They got him Bonesy as his nickname. 1-5 is an 8. And that is we're going to go with the B result, a fly out the center field. We've had too many flies to right. Kaline lets his center fielder Northrop take one. That's 3 outs for the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-2 the Tigers. The pitcher, Denny McClain, will lead off the top of 5 for Detroit. Here's a pitch from Gibson. 1-3 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Bob Gibson. Here is Denny McClain. Or McClain goes back to the dugout, strikeout victim. Here is Dick McCall. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 strikeouts. Mickey Stanley. Chance for Gibson to strike out the side in the 5th. 65 is a 35 popped up behind home plate. Tim McCarver loses the mask. He's under it and makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Detroit 3 and St. Louis 2. All right, Bob Gibson will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. We said he was a good hitter, and he was normally through his career. Like we said, he hit 24 home runs. Didn't have a good year with a bat, though, in 1968. Almost nobody did. Gibson hit 170. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Willie Horton has it measured, and he picks it out of the sky. 1 away. Here's Lou Brock. Single twice, but was caught stealing in the first inning. 22. That's an 8. I think that'll be an out against the AB pitcher. They fly out to who else but out Kaline. 2 outs. Kurt Flood. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That takes us to the top of the 6th. Tigers up by a penny. Kaline leads off the top of the 6th inning for Detroit. Didn't have a complete year in 1968. Has some injuries. 327 at bats, 10 homers, 287 average. Here's the pitch to Kaline, 63. Fly ball to center field. Kurt Flood goes back toward the track and makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Norm Cash, the man who took a piano leg up to the plate against Nolan Ryan. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout for Gibson. Willie Horton. 52 is a ground ball. Or X. Gibson has X. That's going to be a strikeout. Victim number 8 and both Cash and Horton have gone down swinging twice. Bottom of the 2nd, or 6th, 3-2 Detroit. Roger Maris leads off the last of the sixth inning. 44 is a 7. That's going to be a base hit for Roger. He is 1 for 3 and not a threat to steal. There's no 10s or 11s on his card. Nope. And so he is a fast. No, he's not fast. He's average speed. Here is Orlando Cepeda. Here's a stretch. Pitch to Cha-Cha. 46. 41. That's a ground ball to third. Taken by Don Ward to throw to McAuliffe over to first. It's a 5-4-3 double play. And Roger Maris is slow to get up. He might be injured. No injury ratings on these cards. So we will just have to take it that he is injured, and out of the game he goes. 2 outs, and now the bases are clear for Tim McCarver, the catcher. 41 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop. Mickey Stanley makes the throw. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 7th. Tigers still 3-2. All right, if you're keeping score at home, insert Bobby Tolan into right field in the batter spot for Roger Maris. Maris has to leave the game. Jim Northrup leads off the top of the 7th inning against Bob Gibson. This is the fatigue inning. 3 bad things happen to Gibson. His grade will go down 1 level. The pitch to Jim Northrup, it's a 1-2, 25. X, that's a strikeout. Gibson has struck out his 9th batter, 3 in a row. That brings up the homegrown catcher, Bill Freehan. Freehan is 1 for 1. He's been on base 2 times, singled and walked. 6-6 roll for Freehan. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a home run for the Tiger catcher. He hit 25 in 1968. Now the Tigers lead 4-2 over the Cardinals. Don Wirt, 64 is a strikeout. Gibson a little disgusted with himself that he did not pitch around more carefully to Freehan. He had a 200 hitter and a pitcher falling. There's McLean, 21. That's a strikeout. Gibson has struck out 5 of the last 6, but that one he didn't get. Took him over the wall. Here is Dick McCullough. Next inning, that's the end of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Tigers 4 and the Cardinals 2. All right, Mike Shannon, who is a hometown hero in St. Louis. He makes his home in St. Louis. He homered in the 64 and 67 World Series. He leads off the bottom of the 7th inning. Cardinals are 2 runs down. This is the fatigue inning for Denny McLean. 25 is an 8. That's a fly ball to right field. 1 down. And that'll bring up Julio Javier from the Dominican Republic. Right-handed hitter. There's a pitch to Julio Javier. 32 is a 26 ground ball to Dick McAuliffe at second base. He scoops, throws the first. 2 outs. Del Maxville. 1-5 is a fly out to center field. 3 outs. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, or top of the 8th inning. That's the completion of the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Tigers. Okay, Dick McAuliffe leads off the top of the 8th inning. Bob Gibson has 11 strikeouts. If he strikes out the side in the 8th and 9th, he'll match that 17 strikeout day he had. Didn't care about that now, though. He's behind by 2 runs. Here's the pitch to McAuliffe. 1-1 roll. That's going to be an extra base possibility for the Tigers' second baseman. 61 is a triple for Dick McAuliffe, his second 3-bagger of the game. Cardinals have a decision. We're going to stay with Gibby. He's got 2 marks against his fatigue. I'd say he's a good bet to stay in for this next batter. He is a strikeout pitcher, and they need a strikeout here. Yeah, he's going to stay in at least one more batter. Mickey Stanley, a right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Stanley. 55 is a drive. It might be, it could be, one batter too many for Bob Gibson. Another home run. 6-2 Tigers. And with Denny McClain on the board, on the mound for the Tigers, I would say the horse is out of the barn. Timeout, Cardinals. Redbirds go to the bullpen. Ron Willis will be the new pitcher. He's a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. He'll be grade A pitching to Al Kaline. So in 7 innings, Bob Gibson struck out 11 batters, but he doesn't care about that. He's 4 runs down. He gave up 6 earned. Here's the pitch to Al Kaline. 65 will be a pop out to the catcher. First out of the 8th inning. Here's Norm Cash. Four or 5 will be a base on balls. Cash is a slow runner at first. We'll play it safe with all the slow runners, unless I say otherwise. Willie Horton, he is 1 for 3, doubled and struck out twice. 35 is a 9 against a B pitcher. That's a base hit, and Cash will go to second. First and second, Tigers. They may not be done yet here in the 8th inning. Jim Northrup, native of Breckenridge, Michigan. 41 is a double play ground ball. Javier to Maxville to Cepeda. 4-6-3 double play. Ends the 8th inning, but the Tigers score twice, and they lead 6-2. All right, Ducky Schofield will come on to pinch hit for St. Louis. He's hitting for the pitcher in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dennis McClain is still on the mound for the Tigers. He has no marks against his fatigue. 1-5 is a 33, a pop-up to second base. Dick McAuliffe puts the squeeze, and there is 1 out. Lou Brock, 2 for 3 today. 2-5 is a 11. That's a base hit for Lou Brock. He goes 3 for 4. Don't think he'll be stealing here, down 4 runs. Kurt Flood will try to get the ball in the air. Here's the pitch to Flood. 53 is a 17. That will test the right fielder. Al Kaline will be fielding column 1. He can't get to it. That's a base hit. Brock is going to try for third. Here's a throw from Kaline. He is out at third. 9-5. Flood goes to second on the throw. But Brock has now been thrown out on the bases twice today. 1 out. Kurt Flood at second. Here's Bobby Tolan, who came in for the injured Roger Maris. 23 is a 26. Ground out to second base. Flood goes to third. Dick McAuliffe on the play for the Tigers. Here is Orlando Cepeda. "3-2 will end the inning. That's another roller to McAuliffe. 3 outs. Cardinals are down to their last 3 outs. We go to the top of the 9th. Detroit 6 and St. Louis 2. All right, we go to the top of the 9th inning, and Billy Freehan for Detroit is having a tremendous day. He is 2 for 2 with a walk single and a home run. Leads off against a new pitcher for St. Louis. That's Larry Jaster. Jaster is a grade DZ pitcher. Here's a pitch to Freehand. The Tiger catcher 52 is a 27. Ground ball to Mike Shannon at third. The throw to first. 1 down. It's the first time they retired Freehand. Don Wirt. 5-5 is a base hit for Wirt. 200 hitter reaches safely. Denny McLain has had 2 marks against his fatigue. He's going to stay on and hit and try to finish this game. 56 is a 34. Pop out to the shortstop, Del Maxwell. 2 outs. Here's McAuliffe. 2 triples. Scored a run and driven in a run. 44 is a base hit for McAuliffe. The runner will go to third with 2 outs. And the Tigers have runners on the corners. All right, Mickey Stanley comes up with a chance to add to his RBI totals. He had a 2-run home run in the 8th inning. 51 is a base hit. He will add to his RBI total. Don Wirt scores, and Dick McAuliffe rounds second. He goes to third. RBI single for Stanley, and it's now 7-2 Tigers. Al Kaline. 52 is a 27. Ground out to third base. 5-3. That ends the top of the 9th. Tigers add a run. 7-2 Detroit. Tim McCarver will lead off for St. Louis. 5 runs down against Denny McLain. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Al Kaline makes one of many plays he's made today. 1 down. Mike Shannon. 1-6 is a 28. It's a roller to the shortstop, Mickey Stanley, who's done a fine job playing shortstop for his first time at that position. 2 outs. Julio Javier, Cardinals' last hope. 41 is a roller to the shortstop, Stanley. Throws the first. 3 outs. And a successful day for Mayo Smith and his Detroit Tigers in Game 1 of the '68 World Series. Detroit 7 and St. Louis 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All right, the line score of today's game reveals that the Tigers got 7 runs on 10 hits and no errors. The Cardinals got 2 runs on almost as many hits, 9 hits and no errors. The difference was all of St. Louis's hits were singles, and the Tigers, they had several extra base hits, powering 2 triples, a double, and 2 home runs. So the Punch and Judy offense for St. Louis didn't get it done today. Bob Gibson did get his strikeouts. He struck out 11. But he doesn't care about that tonight. He takes the loss. The winning pitcher is Denny McLain. He goes 9 innings, gives up 2 earned runs. And today's star of the game is catcher Bill Freehand. The Cardinals started off the game with a barrage of base hits, all singles, against Denny McLain in the first 2 innings. But Freehand really threw a wet blanket on all that when he caught Lou Brock stealing in the top of the first inning. And then offensively, Freehand was 2 for 3 with a home run and a run scored. So let's make Bill Freehand the star of today's game. Final score, Tigers 7, Cardinals 2. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscription button if you like what you see, and it doesn't cost anything. And also, if you like it, hit the like button. That always helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day to watch this broadcast. Have a good day, and God bless.